Hello, Hell Stalkers. This is Derek Klein, and we are here in the Hell Palace. And my waist, well, everything below my waist is missing again today. So that sounded funny. But anyway, we've got the green pants on, and that's right. We had a 5-star map yesterday. Denver, storm after storm after storm. I don't know if you guys watched the live coverage yesterday. I had a sore throat. My feet were hurting. Man, it was up here for like 3.5, 4 hours, I think it was, doing live coverage for you guys and the storms on the north side of Denver. So they basically started all the way up near Fort Collins and then just kind of worked their way down and made it almost to downtown Denver. We had one storm that tried to go up near Arvada, but just couldn't get its act together. But man, a lot of stuff going on. Special shout out C3 Group for sponsoring our video again today. So man, those guys are really pouring into this. They really love being able to have this provided for you guys. So we want to give them a special shout out. And wait, big things coming. We're going to be headed up to Denver soon to their corporate office to do some pretty cool stuff with some storm chasing and jumping into hailstorms. So it should be pretty active, pretty cool stuff coming as we work with engineers to show how hail damage actually occurs to different materials to help learn more about what size of hail it actually takes to damage stuff. So again, the noon forecast today, we're going to start with just a little bit of a recap, and also, of course, make sure you know how to get to our app to get our feed. Okay, so if you have our live app here, log in, you've got the lightning bolt down here. All you got to do is click that. Once you click the lightning bolt, the little square pops up here so you can see our live feed. And as that live feed actually occurs, you just turn it sideways and voila, you've got normally John Choquette, our lead meteorologist, here doing the forecast for you. But today you've got me with my green pants on for the 5-star hail map that occurred yesterday in Denver. So real simple to get to. You can also get the notifications from us to let us know when, or to let you know when we go live. Those notifications aren't just for live. They'll also let you know when hail is impacting an area that you're interested in. So we'll tell you what size is happening, that there is significant hail going on in a location. It's real simple. Just go to our website. Over here on the far left, click on Account Settings, go to Notification Settings, and from there, all you have to do is turn on the regions that you want, and then select here on other settings, just select how you want to receive those. If you want an email, push alerts through your mobile app, or on the desktop right here, real simple to do that. So there it is. There's how you get the notifications. And let's just recap it. Yesterday, here it is, Thornton, Lafayette, Louisville. We learned Louisville is not Louisville, it's Louisville. And Broomfield, Brighton, lots of areas, max hail size up to 3-inch in diameter. And house counts 186,788 homes impacted with at least quarter-size hail or larger yesterday. So this was a very significant hailstorm that happened. It was multiple hailstorms that happened. Here's a look at some of the photos that we had. Some crazy stuff here. Look at the windshields, the big dents in the cars here. I know my good buddy over Ryan Hampton. Anybody know Ryan Hampton at the 300 Alliance? He can fix those big dents for you PDR guys, so you might reach out to him. He was telling me all about how he's got the setup there in Denver to fix those. So you guys can fix the little ones, send the big ones to him. He'll take care of those for you. Check out the golf. Almost looks like that should be the hole for the golf course, but no, that's a hailstone buried down in there. Our sponsor here, yep, they got hit as well, the C3 Group. Look, check it out. They had the ruler out measuring the hailstones as they move through the area there, and lots of big hail. There are hundreds of photos out there, and the cool part is we've actually taken our map. Here's our hail map that we produced yesterday. You can see storm here, first one, second one. They just kept forming just a little further south each time. The big one finally moved in. We talked about this one in live coverage. We watched it develop all the way out here by Georgetown. Started making lightning, started actually making small hail in the mountains, and that's how we knew this was going to go to town as it got into Denver. But check out all these cameras. These are all photos that we've found. We've located where they were taken and uploaded those into the website. So you can actually click on those and see exactly what we have going on in each of those areas. So pretty cool stuff. Hopefully you got your screen grabbed because I'm moving on. And so we're going to take a look at the forecast for today because Denver, you're not done yet. It does look like we're going to have more activity as we go through the afternoon hours. So here's a look at what we are forecasting for the afternoon and check it out. We've got a pretty big area here where we think at least hail is possible. So we're talking Denver, Colorado Springs, Amarillo, all the way out here to Omaha, Lincoln, Grand Island, Hastings, Goodland, Kansas, Scottsbluff, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Yeah, all that whole area there looks like they're going to be at least having an opportunity. This is for quarter size hail. Here's where we think the bigger stuff's actually going to fall at. And notice, yep, we've got Denver in there again today. And we might jinx it. Yesterday we kind of went in soft with our chance for large hail, but you know, we're going to go in a little harder today. It actually looks a little better than it did yesterday. So this afternoon, though, the chances, this is the chances for quarter size hail or larger. We're going to go 10% for Omaha, so not looking great. We're going to actually focus in on this just a little bit more. 15%, a little higher chance back here, or Grand Island, Hastings, back in that area. We'll do about a 10% chance. Storms a little more isolated over here to the north of Lubbock near Amarillo. And the big city, the big winner for the day, we're going to do the same thing. This will be Denver and Colorado Springs. We're going to go about a 35% chance for at least quarter size hail in both of those markets for this afternoon. So looks good. Let's go ahead and fine tune it. Let's pull this back down in here. So this is Omaha and Lincoln. And so we're talking, again, up to golf ball size hail. I think that's going to be in the early stages. So we're going to watch these storms 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I think closer to the 5 p.m. time frame, that's going to be our best chance to see golf ball size hail. Then we're going to have only about a 15% chance of that hail actually hitting Omaha or Lincoln, okay? So chance is fairly low that it'll actually do so. Again, I think it'll probably be a little bit further west of there. And our chances of a 3-star map in this area, 3-star map or better, we're going to keep this pretty low. We're going to go about a 5% chance that we're going to see that. So let's go ahead and take a look now at Denver and Colorado Springs. Here we go, up to 2.5-inch hail. So much bigger chances here for much larger hail as we go through the afternoon. We're going to go about a 35%. This is in our high category. To get into extreme, we go 50%. We don't do 50% very often, but so we'll go 35% chance for large hail in Denver or Colorado Springs. And we're going to go 2.5-inch hail for the max hail size, and the chance for a 3-star map in this region, we're going to go pretty strong on this with about a 45% chance that we will produce a 3-star map this afternoon in Colorado. So yeah, looks like it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, no legs. So for those of you just joining, it's 5-star Monday, Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday is the day, so 5-star Tuesday. Made a big hail map in Denver, Colorado yesterday. I wear my green pants. I always do the video. We are here on a green screen, and so my legs are missing. Or are they? So anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's jump forward. Let's take a look at the extended forecast here. See if we can get our stuff to move here. It is not doing it. Freezing up here on us. Here we go. All right, so the 5-day forecast for this afternoon, again, sponsored by the C3 Group. Again, special shout out to those guys for sponsoring the forecast. And here's our chances. So today, chance of a 3-star hail map, 40%, really about 45% if we go back towards the Denver, Colorado area. I think the largest hail that we'll see, and I think this might be in eastern Colorado, east of Denver and Colorado Springs, but the largest hail that we'll see today, we're going to go with a 3-inch in diameter hail. That's some big time hail. Population, again, because of Denver and Colorado Springs, and then that low-end chance that we could have some hail in Omaha, Lincoln, Grand Island, or Hastings, we'll go a moderate chance that we'll get some population impacted with hail on your Tuesday afternoon and evening and overnight hours on Tuesday. Here's a look at the models. This is kind of interesting. This is actually the NAM model for this afternoon, or actually I should say this is the I think this is the NAM model here. So check out this is basically a loop. We're going to see this kind of play over. So this is kind of what's going on in Nebraska. Let's take a look. See how messy it gets, but it does show still some pretty intense cells that kind of go up here. So we're going to watch this loop through one more time here. So watch them all fire here in western Kansas. Kind of goes crazy out there. And then we see this complex that kind of moves across right up the I-80 corridor. So we're going to watch those storms to see if they can stay somewhat isolated. If not, we'll just have some high wind and some rain and some storms. Colorado, we're actually going to watch 2 different waves. So the first one, boom, right there, that's about 1 to 2 o'clock this afternoon, goes up. And then the second wave comes in late this evening and overnight, and also has a chance at producing some significant and large hail. So 2 different waves in Colorado. Kansas, you're going to be a huge mess this afternoon. I think there'll be some big hail in western Kansas as everything kind of takes off initially. And then, again, initially in Nebraska. This area, really just a lot of rain, and it's going to kill a lot of the hail potential as we go through the afternoon hours. But it is going to be worth watching. And all this will play a role in what happens on Wednesday. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second. So we're going to look at one more model run here for this afternoon. So this is our NAM model. So this is just, again, just a different outcome. The NAM model doesn't show the late night convection here in Colorado. So we'll have to see what happens with that, but it does show that first wave fires up right there. So a couple of different models, a couple of different outcomes, but it definitely shows, again, most of them showing storms firing. Just like John said here in the chat, over the next 1 to 3 hours, storms will be firing on the Front Range. And then a few hours later, we're going to see kind of Kansas and Nebraska just explode with thunderstorms. And again, the early going with those thunderstorms will have the best chance to produce some large hail. So as we get into Wednesday here, so we've lowered the chance for a 3-star map on Wednesday, so we're going to go down to about a 20% chance. Max hail size a little bit smaller as well, so we're going to go 2-inch in diameter. Moderate on the population. There is some population that will have a potential for hail on Wednesday, and it's really too far out with not knowing what's going to happen with this stuff on Tuesday to know exactly what Wednesday is going to look like. But there will be some chances. So our population areas that we're gonna talk about, here they are right here. So this is the GFS model showing the precipitation here. And so what I want to draw your attention to is this storm system that was right here is going to basically eject out into Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. And so we do have a risk for hail in all of that area, basically Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and possibly parts of northwest Missouri. So that's, folks, we're talking Kansas City, we're talking Omaha, maybe Des Moines, maybe Wichita, maybe Oklahoma City, maybe Tulsa. We're going to have to kind of see where everything sets up. But as you can tell right now, it shows a thunderstorm complex forming here in Kansas, refires, and then moves right through central Oklahoma tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to have to watch that. The biggest threat probably with most of this activity is going to be high wind. But any area where we can get isolated storms to develop, or the storms develop early enough, we will have to watch for some big hail with those. And so that would, again, include Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and northwest Missouri. That's going to be our forecast location for your Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, and Wednesday night. As we head into Thursday, so on the 5-day forecast we head into Thursday, we're going to go about a 10% chance for large hail, or at least for a 3-star hail map on Thursday. So we've lowered the chances. Some of that is just because with all these big complexes that happen in the summer, we don't know where they're going to roll out. We don't know where they're going to end up at day after day. So we just have to kind of wait and see what happens. This system, it continues to move east. So I think population-wise, there is still going to be some population in the area. But I have lowered the hail size. There's a lot more rain in play on Thursday. And so we've lowered the chance of getting good hail because of the amount of rain. But there will be some population in the area. And so we're going to have to see exactly where that all takes place at, where it all sets up at. But here's a look at the models for Thursday. So you can see this kind of pinwheels out, and basically is going to set up for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. That looks like probably the best area right now. But right now it also looks like a lot of rain in that area, and that may keep the instability low and keep the hail chance low. But maybe have an increased threat for maybe some high winds. But we'll have to keep an eye on this. And at that point then, we're going to watch that thing eject into the northeast. And so the forecast, what we know with the forecast really, really goes down after that. It's going to be tough to say exactly what happens. So we're going to go 10% golf ball size hail, low population. And we're going to keep the same thing going here. And there's a TV screen in the way, but we're going to go 10% chance Saturday, 1.75-inch hail as the large hail, and low on the population as well on Saturday. We'll get a lot more information on what that actually looks like as we get closer to the weekend, and we can make that forecast just a little bit better for you. So again, make sure to follow us on Facebook, make sure to follow us on Twitter, make sure to follow us on Instagram. We're on all those. We're throwing stuff around. We're trying to get as much data in your hands as we possibly can. Make sure to give us a call, as always. Our phone number here at the office, if you have any questions, 855-334-4245. We're staffed up. We're ready to go. We got your questions. We got your answers. Anything that you need, we're here to take care of you. And as always, hit the little follow button right here on Facebook. It's going to make sure that anytime we go live on Facebook, you're going to get those as well. So we're going to keep it nice and simple. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. Had fun. And hope you enjoyed the green pants. Hope you enjoyed the forecast. Hope you enjoyed the preview of the 5-star hail map last night from Denver, Colorado. And hopefully we can do it all again tonight. We'll see what happens. And as always, if there is some good activity, we will go live and we'll cover those storms as they happen. So take care, and we'll talk to you guys later.